Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get the first crack at it here. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on...
There he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
To the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Running to the left. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. They'll try to blast their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Russell. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody
breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. They'll try to get outside. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Power football with the run. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And talking to the OC see this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to pass, it's Newton. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk... A drive where you impose your will. That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is...
Looking deep down the right side. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Azukama. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch. First.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Now from inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
Exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got a man. It's Watkins. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Rebels racing to the line in a hurry up. Scanning the field. It's Newton. Rush is on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
The Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Pulled and fired complete. There he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Doug.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now and chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Off play action. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown time!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front the point of attack.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Turning it on. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They'll keep it on the ground. Powers through the defender. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the lone running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Pressure coming. And he's snowed under.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. Complete in the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
This is kind of like Vegas and gamble. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create, sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That pass interference call will give us 1 more untimed down in the half.
Number 19 on the field goal.
And that is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Looking for space. It's Green. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll take it himself. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's... biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5.
The return.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Take over.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Here comes that Alabama offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Russell. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them, and they were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there and you take a shot on 3rd and run it on 4th, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played. Because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
And the Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Newton. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
They kick it away on 4th down. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle. It's Ezukama. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Bama! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Oh, they're after him. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
He'll do it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So
there he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Quarterback on the keeper. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
From the gun, the running back has it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Russell. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He's going to take off. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. On the run, it's Davidson. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. How good have they been on 3rd down today? And another opportunity here on 3rd. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 10 over Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Offense in a split backfield. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.